Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. Mark Horner, Beyond 90 Seconds, 12:17 p.m. Tuesday, December 5th. A lot of rain continues to move over western Washington here in Snohomish County, in Snohomish itself. That certainly holds up true. River's rising. I know it's getting bad north of here too. Skagit County in particular. Seen some interesting pictures and videos. Granite Falls area, that certainly is seeing some flooding. Sylvana, just south of Stanwood, lots of flooding and concern. And this is what was in the forecast as this atmospheric river continues to move over the area. We had colder temperatures a few days ago. That brought the snow level down. And the forecast told us late last week that we'd be seeing some warming. And that would bring the potential for some flooding. And that certainly holds true. So let's go down into the Snohomish Valley now. And let's get a look at the Snohomish River and what's going on down here. Okay, we're on Springhetty Road now. We're going to head north. This is a relatively short road that runs parallel to State Route 9 on the east of Highway 9. And I can see a bit of flooding in the farm fields here. This is an area where it's very common to see snow geese this time of year, as well as swans. And I do see some what appear to be swans out in the distance, with some definitely some little bit of flooding happening here off to the right. We didn't get to see it, so I'm just going to turn around and I'll give you a quick view. Okay, this point of view will give us a perspective of the flooding that's starting to occur in the farm fields here along, we're really between Springhetty Road and Highway 9. So let's take a look down here. We'll do a pan. So let's go ahead and keep continuing and work our way down to the river, see what's going on down there. Not a whole lot of standing water just now along Springhetty Road as we approach Harvey Field, which is the small airport here in Snohomish. Okay, on Airport Way, and we're about to get our first look at the river today, Snohomish River. Not sure if we're at high tide or low tide or where we are in between. During high tide, that would bring the river up anyway. Oh, the river's up. Yeah, the river's definitely up. Definitely see some debris, typical, fallen trees, tree limbs. Parking. Oh, we'll go in here. Someone's leaving. Thank you. Okay, right along the Snohomish River, right off of 1st Street, and here at the Snohomish River Trail, normally you would be able to access this, but they've blocked it off. And if I come clear down here, you can see it says warning, water level rises, do not use trail when water covers trail. We'll get a better look at that in just a moment, but what I have been noticing is a lot of debris that's been coming down this river, a lot of long, tall trees and branches. Kind of comes in waves, if you will. And just more and more debris continues to come down river. And what's going to happen is this stuff tends to clutter up and gather just east of Interstate 5 and bunch up, and then state crews go in and they have to dislodge and remove a lot of this stuff further down river in Everett. So that's all heading that way. Anything that was loose on the shores over the years when we've had flooding events, you never know what you're going to see. It's not uncommon just to see straight empty boats come down. You see things like that, soccer balls, basketballs, kids' toys, dolls. But most by and far are logs, trees, branches, bushes. And that's what we're seeing, a constant stream of, if you will, here on the Snohomish during this noon hour today on Tuesday, December 5th. Rain's still coming down steadily, not like a hard pour, but just a steady, constant, torturous pour for those who don't want rain. But it's not just the rain that's falling here, it's the rain that's falling up in the low hills as well as the mountains. I imagine as warm as it's getting, pushing close to 60 degrees at least, I believe, today, which is a dramatic increase in temperature here given recent days. So you're not only getting rain though, you're also getting snow melt up in the mountains because the snow level is climbing with all this warm air coming through. So there's a lot more to come. We got to ride this out, and this is definitely a swollen river, but it's even worse in other areas. The Stillaguamish River up north, I know, is a concern. But here in Snohomish, at the Snohomish River, this is what we have right now. All right, let's get back to the car. You can actually see a mist rising on the grass across the river here, just before the old railroad bridge. It's just kind of a misty haze now over that grass. So I guess that's probably partly due to humidity. Tell you what, there's definitely a low band of, cloud. It's basically sitting atop the farm fields just to our west here, ahead of us, off in the distance. So out here in the farm fields, we've got trumpeter swans, mostly trumpeter swans anyhow, and they migrate here for much of the fall and winter. This is where they are very well fed between these farm fields and nearby lakes and waterways, other waterways. So during the day, they're out here in the farm fields, and in the evening, they fly, many of them going this way to the east to some area lakes and ponds. But I don't think they're complaining about the rain. I think this kind of just brings the nutrients and the grubs and everything else they want to help satisfy their appetite. I think it just helps bring all of that stuff to the surface, or at least makes it easier for digging. So they're well set. Show you a view looking down on the valley. We were just down below at this spot. Let's take a look. You really get a feeling for being in the low clouds here, because we are. And the valley and some flooded fields just down below.